Fuck you, Harold!
Fuck you, Harold!
And follow Nana!
Hi, everyone. Let's get this started. Queerly beloved, we are gathered here today to dishonor the memory of Harold and, more importantly, to celebrate another year of the haunt. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mara, and I have keys to the building, so... Yeah, same.
Yeah, we can get in anywhere here.
Yeah.
I don't work here.
That is a lie. I am the only one with a key to the back door.
Hey, the back door opens on its own.
Anyway, so a question that we get a lot is, who was Harold? And the answer is we don't actually really know. But we do know.
This is Mara's time.
This is Mara's time. What we do know is who Harold is. And who Harold is a racist, sexist, xenophobic, homophobic ghost who's stuck in a time loop about a block that way. Yeah, in the old storefront from Maude's Paperwing gallery. Basically, Harold fucking sucks, and that's the most important thing to remember is Harold fucking sucks.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah. Fuck you, Harold!
Fuck you, Harold!
Fuck you, Harold!
So in direct opposition to the literal spirit of Harold, and on behalf of all of us, not Rainbow, yeah, I'd like to welcome everybody to the haunt. So if this is your first time here, but also welcome. So what you've sort of stumbled into here is a community of absolute weirdos who are all super happy to have you, I guess for everybody.
Weirdos and witches.
Weirdos and witches. That's redundant. We're super happy to have you around, and hopefully we'll see your faces, or face if you're the only one. Again.
Unless you're Gemini.
Unless you're...
I'm a Leo.
Alright. So now to finish out whatever it is that I'm doing here, I would like everyone to join me on the count of 3 with a heartfelt fuck you, Harold. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Harold!
That was beautiful.
And now you.
Well, the word's welcome.
It's dark in there. I honestly don't know what Luke is doing. Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm back. So I've been working at this bar for almost a year, and it's literally the best job I've ever had. So I wrote this really heartfelt haiku. And it goes like this. Fuck you, Harold. Ugh. Eat shit and die. Piss off, old man. No, piss off, man. No, that's too many syllables. You would not be missed. You will not be missed. You will not be missed. Thank you. And this is a traditional earth ballad that we prepared for you.
They can't just see.
I'm calling. Gotta give you a warning. It's dangerous.
told that I need to introduce to this academy. Ringa also has keys.
Okay, hold on.
We're gonna switch microphones because this one's what? Oh, I thought you said we couldn't switch microphones, and I was like, I'm in charge here.
Why did you give us keys?
That's such a good question to ask myself.
I heard it on the internet.
Hello, hello. How about this one? Okay, on with the funeral.
I will blame Harold for this microphone not working because even though he's not here, he's been fucking with me all day, which is why I'm late and why we don't have, why we're watching the menu for Owl House instead of pictures of you guys. If you stay long enough, like 5 hours or so, you might get video of it. No, it's gonna be 23%. All right, so I was asked to say something about Harold, and I don't really have anything good to say about Harold, nor do I want to put much creative effort into thinking about Harold. So what I did instead was I went on the internet and I found some people's obituaries that they wrote about people they don't like. So I have 3 obituaries here that are real obituaries. Yeah. Okay. This one's kind of rough, but sounds like he sucks. Leslie Ray was born in Galveston, Texas on November 20th, 1942, and passed away on January 30th, 2017, which was 29 years longer than expected and much longer than he deserved. Leslie battled with cancer in his latter years and lost his battle, ultimately due to being the horse's ass he was known for. He leaves behind 2 relieved children, along with 6 grandchildren and countless other victims, including an ex-wife, relatives, friends, neighbors, doctors, nurses, and random strangers. At a young age, Leslie quickly became a model example of bad parenting, combined with mental illness and a complete commitment to drinking, drugs, womanizing, and being generally offensive. So this could be Harold. Leslie enlisted to serve in the Navy, but not so much in a brave and patriotic way, but more as part of a plea deal to escape sentencing on criminal charges. Leslie was surprisingly intelligent. However, he lacked ambition and motivation to do anything more than being reckless, wasteful, and squandering the family savings, and fantasizing about get-rich-quick schemes. Leslie's hobbies included being abusive to his family, expediting trips to heaven for the beloved family pets, and fishing, which he was less skilled with than the previously mentioned. Leslie's life served no obvious purpose, but he did not contribute to a society or serve his community, and he possessed no redeeming qualities besides quick-witted sarcasm, which was amusing during his sober days. With Leslie's passing, he will be missed only for what he never did, being a loving husband, father, and good friend. No services will be held, there will be no prayers for eternal peace, and no apologies to the family tortured. Leslie's remains will be cremated and kept in the barn until Ray, the family donkey's wood shavings run out. Leslie's passing proves that evil does in fact die, and hopefully marks a time of healing and safety for all. Fuck you, Leslie. Oh, the other ones are short. Dolores had no hobbies, made no contribution to society, and rarely shared a kind word or deed in her life. I speak for the majority of her family when I say her presence will not be missed by many. Few tears will be shed, and there will be no lamenting over her passing. Her family will remember Dolores, and amongst ourselves we will remember her in our own way, which were mostly sad and troubling times throughout the years. We may have had some fond memories of her, and perhaps we will think of those times too. But I truly believe at the end of the day, all of us will really only miss what we never had, a good and kind mother, grandmother, and great-great. I hope she is finally at peace with herself. As for the rest of us she left behind, I hope this is the beginning of a time of healing and learning to be a family again. There will be no service, no prayers, and no closure for the family she spent a lifetime tearing apart. We cannot come together in the end to see to it that her grandchildren and great-grandchildren can say their goodbyes. So I say it here for all of us. Goodbye, Mom. The last one's not quite as bad. This person doesn't seem to be quite as bad as these people. But it's a short and simple, so. Stephanie passed away peacefully at her home on September 4th. She passed of natural causes, but as we see it, she was just sick of everyone's shit. She left behind a hell of a lot of stuff to her sisters and friends who have no idea what to do with any of it. We ask that you wait the appropriate amount of time to get in touch. Tomorrow would be fine. All right, so fuck these people and fuck you, Harold.
Fuck you, Harold! Get fucking right.
And now, introducing Athena.
Hello. Hi, my name's Athena, and I own this place. According to a recent podcast we listened to, Mara does too. Please. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight in this celebration of Harold's Haunt. And I have some words, and normally I just like bullshit speeches, but I actually wrote things down this year, so. So here's some words. 2 years ago, what? And no, they're in order. I didn't make sure. No. 2 years ago, when we opened this little day bar, we didn't know what the hell we were doing. And I'll be honest, we still don't. What we did know was that we wanted to create a community space for people like us, nerds, witches, weirdos, people who didn't usually go to bars because they're too loud and humans are scary, people who are trying to navigate capitalism while building community-focused spaces, people who need space to be vulnerable and heal and grow, people who need community where they feel comfortable being themselves. Sadly, that knowledge isn't worth shit when it comes to actually managing a business. The past 2 years have been a huge learning curve for my family and my friends. We've had to learn how to do everything from ground up, and then we had to learn to do it all over again because we learned it wrong the first time. I'm pretty sure that the last years have actually included some of my top 5 moments of anxiety and panic and helplessness and fear. There have been some pretty dark days. Days when my sibling and my mom, who I do not see here, are they here? Wow. It's fine. I asked my mom to be here at 8 in the morning.
We do also have keys to your siblings' house.
Yeah, we should go kidnap them later.
We all have keys.
Yeah, we do.
Why? Wait, blah, blah. Days when my sibling and my, excuse me, that's my clothing. I'm trying to do a heartfelt speech here.
And therefore, it's my job to ruin it.
Days when my mother and my siblings sat me down and asked me, "Are you absolutely sure that this is worth it?" I got really lucky when the universe assigned me my family. Any other family would have not only given up by now, but definitely also murdered me. When I talked them into helping me buy this bar, the deal was that I would be in charge and then they would be able to hang out and get free beer. And what happened instead is that now my mom and I have, at minimum, a weekly 5-hour-long business meeting, and Jasper is frequently asked to help out with shopping and filing and emailing and babysitting, while also trying to complete their doctorate. So any other family would have rightfully murdered me. While the Flint family collectively hates with a capital H being business owners, we are also luckily on the same page about how very important this space is for our community. When my mom asked me if I was sure if it was worth it, she knew the stakes. She wasn't asking me, are you sure you want to keep up this pet project? She was asking if this beautiful space we have created was worth the pain I was feeling in that moment. But see, while I was definitely feeling some growing pains, I was also, every day, meeting new people who told me they needed this space. Mom and Jasper don't get to hang out here as much as I do. Well, no one does, because I live here. But they were seeing all of the stress I was in, and they weren't seeing the beautiful moments that were keeping me alive. The late night conversations with bar patrons that made all of this worth it in spades. The folks who tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt in a bar space. The folks who told me that Sober Sunday has been life-changing for them. Folks that were able to wear a dress for the first time in public, and this is where they felt comfortable doing it. Folks that told me this place was life-sustaining. These moments are what have kept Harold's alive for 2 years. The community that we are building here it's absolutely stunning in its beauty. And by community, I mean all of you. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being silly with us. Thank you for being vulnerable with us. Thank you for telling people about us and spreading the word and bringing your friends here. And for giving us your hard-earned money so that we can keep the lights on another day. Thank you most especially for your words of encouragement and support. Truly, all of these things have kept us going. We have so much more work ahead of us. The world is kind of yikes right now. But with all of you by our sides, I know that the future looks beautiful and hopefully also a little silly. Speaking of silly, let's remember why we're all here. To say fuck you to the grumpiest ghost of Milldale. Ready? Fuck you, Harold! At this time, we would like to invite you down on a little funeral procession. We're gonna go down, we're gonna walk outside, down a few blocks, probably to the 7-Eleven, and then back again. We are fortunate to have Tara, who's going to play the bagpipes for us. And then as we make our way back, we'll be stopping in front of 210 Grant, which is where Harold resides, so that we can yell "fuck you" right at his doorstep.